mechs, and we're in the middle of this very intense game. Um, it's round 7, and it looks to me like it is. I mean, the battles just were raging. He had a fantastic turn. Hey, so we do have to solve something here. This, he was in. I was in Yakut, and I drew back to Yenisei far enough that the forces couldn't, mob me. But I did want to resist these two mechs. So I'm going to throw some dice right now. These are the dice. I think you can see them. This is 2 dice, and they're firing at a 1. They missed. 1 dice firing at a 2. That's a hit. So one of these is eliminated. Uh, and then um, again, roll the dice. Uh, One, I would think he'd want to back up at this point in time. Yeah, I will see what he wants to do. I'm not going to proceed um, without him okaying that. Let's not waste our time here. He may not want to do that. So I'm going to leave that up to you, Schultze. But I just wanted to back up 1. I want to slow your progression and maybe eliminate those mechs. And you may want to do something different here as well, like move a force forward. So let's solve that. The other thing to solve is that even in my turn, I did not do this right here, which is a dice. So I'm going to roll a dice for my tech, and it's a 5 or a 6, and I get a 1. So that dice, that tech does not land. All right. All right, so what did I do? I did this yesterday when I was watching TV with the kids and my wife, or my child and my wife. So what did we do? We bought 2 transports, 1 aircraft carrier, 3 super subs. I have, of course, I have shipyards, and this is 2 cruisers because they only cost $9 a piece, and then 2 infantry and 2 artillery. All right, let's see what the combat moves were. They were not many. I did an attack here with a super sub against this destroyer, and then sent the 3 fighters in. I'm going to move everything up the Carolines, and then I'm moving everything forward as much as possible. I'm going to block in midway with the destroyer, and then I'm going to load up and go to 91 and prepare for something special. And then I'm going to convoy in 97 as well as 105. I think I adjust this stuff, so don't pay too much attention. The fighter from the Middle East flies up to defend London, Moscow, and then the tank proceeds forward to help out with India. And then the infantry marches to Persia. And I think this battle goes well. Swing and a hits and a miss. So even my super sub missed. What am I paying for here? So $8 loss for him. They are able, because they're long-range aircraft, to fly back to the Caroline Sea Zone, 33, and the infantry unload onto the island, as well as the infantry unload on the island in Hawaii. The planes from the West Coast flew to Carolines, by the way. Then we drop everything off in Morocco, and we clean up, placing transport in 101 to infantry artillery, transport in 10, infantry artillery, and then all the ships go into the West Coast. And we collect 52, 62, 67, 72. All right, let me do a recap. I'm going to expand it so you can see it nice and clear. These are 2 cruisers, 3 subs, 1 aircraft carrier, 1 transport, infantry, artillery, 2 mechs, and 2 anti-aircraft. 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 anti-aircraft, 1 transport. 91 has a carrier, 2 fighters, 2 transports. Morocco has 3 infantry, 1 artillery. 93 has a destroyer. 97 has a sub. 105 has a sub. 110 has a destroyer. Let's go to, and then I believe That's, of course, Brazil's American. Infantry in Persia, tank in East Persia, a fighter in Moscow, sub in 42, convoy, 2 infantry in Dutch New Guinea. Here we have battleship, 4 carriers, 2 destroyers, 5 subs, 2 fighters, 2 divers, 4 fighters, 2 divers, 4 fighters, 2 infantry, mech, and an artillery on the Carolines itself. Hawaii has infantry, mech, and there is a destroyer in 25. 26 Pearl has a carrier, 2 subs, cruiser, and transport. No, carrier, 2 subs, transport. Yeah, and then Season 10 has. I think I already said it. Yeah, and I still have a dice left to roll with $72. All right, let's move on to Chinese. They were not able to do much, obviously, with Burma Road closed and full assault by the Japanese on the Chinese. Fortunately, I am able now to move forward. Hopefully, I've got to make him fight these battles. So I think I might have been a little too timid. He has a great ability to triangulate from Yunnan. He can triangulate on this area. He can also triangulate on this area. But we're going to make him fight this out because I've got plenty of reinforcements here. And and then I've got I did change something here. I'm going to change one of the destroyers here and put a destroyer blocker here. That'll be an edit later on. So there is actually, in Carolines, there's actually only 1 destroyer, and there'll be another destroyer in 37. So Chinese, they buy 2 infantry. 1 infantry attacks Shahar. The fighter attacks Shahar. It's a long battle. Misses, misses, misses. Fog of War. Hits and a miss. Swing and a miss. So there you go. We win Shahar, having 5 territories. The plane lands in Suyuan, and I place 1 infantry in Kansu, 1 infantry in Qinghai. No free lunches for you. And you got plenty of places to attack. So have at it. Take over all of China. All right, and that would be infantry in Shahar, 1 in Suyuan, 1 in Kansu, 1 in Qinghai, with $5 in my pocket. What are the British going to do? The British are going to buy 2 fighters and 2 transports. They are going to buy 2 infantry for the UK Pacific, and they are going to do some crazy stuff. This goes on for a while, so I'm just going to get you all the way to the combat, and then I'll tell you what we did. So this is the way the combats ended up. In case you're unsure, London is the same, of course. I can't move the guys off Gibraltar. I did have a destroyer, and this moves from 92 to 97. And then the transport moves down to 71. The forces except 1 mech end up congealing in Kenya. The mech went to Transjordan. 2 units were railed to Persia, the infantry, I believe. The artillery are self-propelled artillery, so they can go 2. They moved to Persia. Infantry marched to East Persia, mech to East Persia. Actually, I might have, we'll see, I might have edited something. 3 infantry went to West India, 2 anti-aircraft in India right now, 1 artillery, 18 infantry, and 1 mech attacked Shan State. Okay, but here is the situation. Mech and self-propelled artillery in the Caucasus, 2 infantry, 2 fighters, 3 fighters, 1 artillery in Kazakh, 2 fighters against Samara, 2 fighters against Tambov. Let's see how these attacks went. A hit and swing and a miss. Attack, hit, swing and a miss, both. That was awesome. I was very nervous about that one. And this is a hit, Take them both out, and he gets one of my guys. The mech is lost. And 2 fighters against the artillery, and he misses. And 2 fighters against the infantry. Oh no, that's it. So complete victory all the way around. So that was pretty awesome. I don't usually get that lucky. I thought for sure I was going to lose some more planes. My planes have been getting massacred all game. So all 9 land. Now one of them came from Syria. That one was not able to. That one never fought. That one went straight to Moscow. There was one in Egypt. That one fought in Caucasus and has to land in northwest Persia. The 2 anti-aircraft go to Burma, giving you something to do, huh? And then 2 transports in 110, with 2 fighters being placed in UK, the London. I end with $33, and 2 infantry are placed in India. So I did have to edit some stuff. Let's take a look at the edits. I collect $7. Okay, let's take a look at those edits. I got to read them. So the Americans had to move that destroyer from 33 to season 37. And I just want to, let's do a recap at the end of here. Okay, there is an American destroyer in 37. I just want to emphasize that. And this has 20 units altogether here, by the way. And one of those is a transport. So 19 units. He has 16 plus all of his fighters and stuff. But I think we're going to be able to bring some Anzac shipping up, and we'll see if he wants to draw blood, and whether the forces that are surrounding it might be able to wreak havoc. All right, I gave Japan an exciting next turn. All right, so the British are 1 mech in Shan State, 18 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft, and 1 self-propelled artillery in Burma, 2 infantry in India, 3 infantry in West India, 1 mech, 2 infantry in East Persia, 2 infantry, 2 artillery in Persia, 1 fighter in Northwest Territory, 1 artillery in the Caucasus, 1 in Kazakhstan, 1 mech in Transjordan, 1 mech, artillery, and infantry in Kenya, artillery, infantry, anti-aircraft, and infantry in Malta, destroyer in 97, 2 infantry, artillery, and tank in Gibraltar, 2 transports in 110 with 2 scrambling fighters, as well as 5 anti-aircraft, 10 infantry, and 1 artillery. In Scotland, there are 9 long-range aircraft in Russia, equaling 84 units. 84 units. All right, and that is Crack 36's big allied turn. It is Italy's turn. Crack it out.